sunny. A slight chance of a shower or thunderstorm today, near 95 with a feel-like temperature 105. Partly to mostly clear in the mid-70s overnight. Back into the low to mid-90s over the weekend, partly sunny with spotty showers and thunderstorms. Your life, your music, we're KLEK 102.5 FM.
From Feature Story News in London, I'm Ollie Barrett. Donald Trump's accused Britain's Prime Minister of wrecking the chances of a future trade deal with the US. The Trump administration says it's finished reuniting young migrant children with their parents, but 46 of them will not be returned. 19 people have died after an explosion at an industrial park in Sichuan province in China. And football's governing body, FIFA, says there have been no positive results from over 3,000 anti-doping tests before and during the World Cup.
It's 9:01.
Community Conversations is brought to you by Arkansas Early Learning, offering no-cost childcare in Jonesboro and Northeast Arkansas. Applications at arearlylearning.org.
Arkansas Early Learning is a nonprofit organization.
KLEK LP Jonesboro, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council. It's now time for Community Conversations, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place, while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of KLEK 102.5 FM, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council, or our underwriters or sponsors.
Good morning, everyone, and happy Friday to you. I hope that you're having a great start to your day. You're tuned in to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. I'm your host, Quabila Jones, and my very special guest today. I know the description says Coach Jerry Goodrich and Coach Valerie Hilsonwood. Today's Friday 13th, so anything can happen. So we have a fill-in. We have Coach Beth West, along with some of the track team members, Kaylee Barris, Jacob Austin, and Alexandria Washington. Good morning to you all.
Good morning.
All right, so we're going to get right into talking about the Sonic Boom track team. Now, it's been over a year since Coach Valerie has been here. And so I know there's a lot of updates that you all can share with us, but let's get into talking about when the team was started, and just a few more background details about the Sonic Boom track team. Track club?
Track club.
Okay.
Yes. All right. We have grown quite a bit this past year, and I just joined. My son started running, and then once he started running, they found out that I was a high jumper, and so they snagged me to coach high jumping.
Okay.
So that's where I coach most of the time, so working with the high jumpers. So as far as where the track club was last year and where it was founded, we have been with the club this year as it has grown, and we have had several junior Olympians, that we have several that are headed to the Junior Olympics in Iowa this year. So that's, I can tell you about what's going on this year, but where we started, I'm not sure.
Okay. Now, for those of you who would like to learn more information, they do have a website, and it is www.arsonicboom.com, or you can find them on Facebook, Arkansas Sonic Boom Track Club on Facebook. So you can find information, more detailed information about the track club, how it started, and some other events that they have held, even up to. There's some season information, 2018 season information, their schedule, all that good stuff. So go check them out, show your support. Now, I do want to mention that the Sonic Boom Track Club is a nonprofit organization.
Yes, it's a nonprofit organization, and it's not just one school. One of the great things that I have viewed and I've witnessed is that we have so many different schools represented from this area. People come as far as an hour, 2 hours, or drive an hour and a half to come to practices and just to be a part of this club. It's a great club. It's a diverse club. Jacob is going to be headed to the Junior Olympics on a relay team. And one of the cool things about the relay team is we have 4 kids on that relay team, and we've got 4 different schools represented. So it's, it's bringing the community together. It's them running together and doing their best.
Okay.
We talked about positivity and and promoting a positive atmosphere. And one of the things is, we talk about winning and we want to win, and that's great, but it's really more about improving yourself.
Okay.
And about that, we call them PRs, that stands for personal record. And, every time a kid makes a personal record, that's a big deal. That's a huge deal. It's not about necessarily beating your opponent, but beating yourself. And so that's what we've just impressed upon these kids, and that's a big deal. We have a big celebration when we have a PR.
That's
so
awesome.
One of the two things that the team atmosphere, I love that, but I love that we can bring several different and have a community club, so several different schools together and compete for the same team. So that's really cool.
All right. Well, thank you so much for that information. And I want to go and say good morning to Coach Jerry Goodrich, who has joined us. Good morning to you.
Good evening, everyone.
Let me turn I'm sorry. Okay, let's try again. Let me turn your mic on. Go ahead.
Good morning, everyone.
All right. All right. So tell us, please, a little bit more about yourself. How long you've been with the team, and what role or what do you coach? I'm sorry. I don't know how.
Basically, the Arkansas Sonic Boom was originally started by Coach Valerie Hilson.
Okay.
This happened about three and a half years ago. We've been going strong with it and everything, and her and I now try to government along with Coach Skip. We got some great help this year, along with Coach Beth and Coach Chris, and with all these collaborative coaches, where we're trying to bring these kids to be the best they can be, and we're going to do that. That's what we're doing.
All right. So, what specific area do you coach, or do you just
my job specifically is just keep everybody in order.
Okay, keep everybody in order.
I love order, and that's what we do.
All right. So, I want to. We have a few Facebook comments this morning from Paris. Please forgive me if I mispronounced your name. Paris Patton McKinney. Sonic Boom with the little booms emoji, and Shamika Brandon checked in, and then Megan Mitchell Brown says, "Hey Beth," and Ms. Bernard Cobb says, "Good job, team. Thank you all for checking in. Please make sure to share this video so that all of our community can get to know who this track team is and get to meet some of the kids that are here. I want to give the kids an opportunity to talk and share their experience being on the team. So we'll start with Miss Kaylee, because sometimes kids don't like to volunteer. So I'll start with Miss Kaylee. So tell us who you are, what you run, or what activities you participate in on the team.
My name is Kaylee Barris, and I run the 100, 200, and 400 on the track team. And, yeah.
Okay, so what has it been like for you, one, being a part of a team, two, did you know any of the young people before you even joined the team, and three, have you made any really close friends since you've been on the team?
Being on the team it's a lot of hard work, but I like doing it because I meet new people and it pushes me. And I did know some of the kids on the team, and I've made some really close friends.
Okay, cool. All right, Mr. Jacob, tell us a little more about yourself and what you participate in, and the same questions.
You're going to have to repeat some of those questions.
Okay.
But my name is Jacob Austin. I run the steeplechase, and I run the 800-meter dash.
For those that may not know, can you explain more about what the steeplechase is?
The steeplechase is a 2,000-meter race. Well, since I'm in high school, 2,000-meter race where it's really big gate light things that act as hurdles, and you jump over those, and then once per lap you jump on top of it and jump over about a 4-foot deep water pit.
Oh wow. Now I'm sure that can be very challenging, doing all that jumping, then going through the water. Does the water ever slow you down or make you feel sluggish, then you have to go to something else really quickly?
I have taken a nosedive in the water before.
Oh no.
Yeah, I didn't lose too much time, but
okay. Now the same question is, what has it been like for you? Did you know anybody, and have you made any close friends?
It's been really fun for me. It's been quite an experience. I don't think I've ever been with a team with this much uplifting atmosphere.
Okay.
On kind of the school teams, I think most people can agree with this, but my school team, our track team, is kind of like we're getting out of school, and that's why some people do it, or because the sprinters, their football coaches are making them do it because we need sprinters or anybody to be on the track team. But it's more of like, we do our races, and if you win, oh, that's cool, good job. But
no real celebration.
Yeah, no, not really celebration. But this team pushes me forward when I lose more than my other teams would push me if I were to win by 100 meters.
Oh wow, that's awesome. All right, thank you for sharing that. And Miss Alexandria, good morning. Tell us more about yourself.
My name is Alexandria Washington, and I run the 100-meter dash, the 200-meter dash, and the 400-meter dash.
Okay, and then what has it been like for you being on the team?
It's been good, and you just have to put effort in it. And I met a lot of new people, and I knew some of the kids before I joined the team, and I met a lot of close friends.
All right, so tell us what a typical day of practice is like. Either one of you. Okay, that's it.
Typical day of practice, it's pretty hot and humid, just Arkansas.
Yeah.
And we usually start out with, depending on if we all show up on time, we usually start off with a loop around the track, or a big mile loop around the whole track facility.
Okay.
And then we do about 10 minutes of stretching and about 10 minutes of like pre-workout, like sprints and high knees and stuff like that, just getting our bodies ready so they don't get hurt when we run.
Okay.
And then we split up into our group. Now we're training for the Junior Olympics, so we're kind of focusing more on our individual events rather than beginning of the season. We're just trying to get in shape, but now we're kind of, after that, we kind of separate to our sprinters and our distance runners and our field event people.
Okay.
And and then we do that for about 2 hours. We start at 6 and we leave at about 8.
And this is in the evening or in the morning?
This is in the evening.
Okay. All right. So do you get breaks off? Do you take breaks? Do you make yourself take breaks and make sure you stay hydrated?
They make us stay hydrated. We take breaks after we get our breaks, just as our times that we're supposed to run are all to a T. So we have to run a 400 in 60 seconds, and then we get a exactly 60-second break. We're getting up on the line at around 50 seconds, and then starting the clock at 60.
Okay. Now I want to ask each of you. Okay, first of all, coaches, are there any days off? Like, I don't know how this works, how what it takes to really condition the body and all of that, but do they ever have a day off technically?
Yes, they always got Sundays off.
Okay.
But no, normally we run these kids as much as possible and rest them when we can. Right now, like Jake was saying, we are trying to get them ready for Junior Olympics, so every day is very important.
Okay.
The more you put in your body, the more you get out of it.
Okay.
So that's what we're doing with these kids right now.
So I want to ask the kids, when you do have some time off, do you still find yourself practicing those things you learn on the field at home? Trying to keep your muscles loose and flexible, and making sure you eat right and stay hydrated and stretch and all. Do you still do those things at home?
Yeah.
You're supposed to be doing core every day.
I do stretch and I do that at home, but I rest at home because it's my one day off. Well, actually, no. I also have to run all my other stuff, so I have to run my 5Ks and stuff like that during like Sundays to make up for the stuff that I missed.
Okay. All right. So you still keep your body active and moving, and that shows a lot of discipline, and it shows that you really care about and want to do this. It's not like you're being forced to do it. So that's awesome, and it shows that you have really encouraging, motivating coaches that make you want to still be a part of the team and keep going. So that's really awesome. I have another Facebook shout out from DeAngelis Buller. She says, "Go Sonic Boom." I want to thank everybody for checking in. Please, again, share this video so that the whole community can be aware of who the Sonic Boom Track Club is, and they can show their support at any of their upcoming events. And so let's get into talking about the big event that you all are preparing for, like you said, the Junior Olympics. So tell everyone what that entails and how they can support you.
The Junior Olympics, it is coming up. It's going to be in Iowa, and it is at the end of the month. We have one individual. I wish I had all of the names listed. We have one that it starts with the multi-events, which is like the decathlons, where they compete in several different events. They get points for how they place in those events, and then you win the decathlon by competing in 10 different events. So we have one kid going as a decathlete that qualified. His name is Nate Combs, and great kid. To get here, let's talk about that real quick. Yeah. To get here, this is a huge deal as far as being able to even qualify for the Junior Olympics. The kids that have qualified for the Junior Olympics have first competed in a district. Well, our district is the entire state of Arkansas. Okay. So you had to compete and place high enough at district to go on to the next level. Okay, so our district was Arkansas. Then we went to the next level. That's a regional level. You had to place, and that's a 4-state region. So it was Oklahoma, Missouri, Arkansas, and Kansas? Mm-hmm. Kansas. Okay, that was the fourth one. Okay, so it was a 4-state region. You had to place in the top 6 in most events, and then the top 4 in a few events. Okay. The multi-events was a top 4, and the relays, I believe, is a top 4. So you had to place pretty high, and it was a huge meet. Wow. A lot of talent there. I mean, these kids are top notch. So to even be able to have, I think we had 13 qualify. We had 13 qualify to go to the Junior Olympics in Iowa. Yeah. And the Junior Olympics, the AAU Junior Olympics, is the entire United States. There's going to be people from Alaska. There's going to be people from Hawaii. Oh, wow. It's the entire United States. So we've got 13 kids from Northeast Arkansas that are going to represent Northeast Arkansas here at the Junior Olympics. I think that's a huge deal, and I think it says a lot about Coach Val and Coach Goodrich and how much they've pushed these kids, and Coach Skip, and how much they've supported the kids and really pushed them to be their best.
That is really awesome. We have another Facebook comment. Doug Billum. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce his last name.
Doug, Coach B, or Mr. B. Mr. B is what we call him.
I apologize. He said you can be good or you can be great.
That's our motto right there.
Go Sonic Boom. Yes. Good morning to Elizabeth Castile Klein for joining us as well. Okay, so let's get into, so now these kids are qualified, they're getting ready to go. It takes money. It takes, resources to go. Yes, so tell us how the community as a whole can help you all.
Oh, well.
Fundraising is a major part for what we've been doing. We've been doing a lot of fundraising at Walmart. You might see our kids at Walmart. Stop and help them out. Okay. This coming Saturday, we'll be at First Community Bank right across from Kroger and in Berglund parking lot. We'll be having a barbecue, and we'll be selling $10 plates for the kids. This is to help them fundraise for housing and traveling for the Junior Olympics. Okay. So I'm asking everybody to come out, help the kids.
This is really awesome. The kids have joined the track team. They could be doing something else that may not be as productive and getting in trouble, but they choose to do this instead. So they should be awarded. They should be supported.
That's right.
For their efforts. So come on, Community of Jonesboro. Let's go out tomorrow. Now, what time does the plate sale start?
It starts from 10 to 2 at First Community Bank there on Caraway. And we're having a car wash also. Just come by, get your car wash, help the kids out, and just have a great day with us.
All right, so get your plate, get your car wash, and that's your day. Go out and support these kids. I call them babies. They're not babies, but go out and support the babies. We have another comment from Sheila Johnson Sanders. Says Sonic Boom. Hey, Valerie and Jerry. Sorry, Miss Valerie couldn't make it today, so Miss Beth is Coach Beth is filling in, and we thank you so much for that. All right, so I want to talk to some more with the kids before we get ready to go to break. These different events that you participate in. Okay, first of all, how long have you been on the team?
For about 3 years.
3 years. Oh wow, how old are you?
I'm 12.
Wait a minute. Wow. So what is the beginning age for?
We have a 5-year-old that's beating 8-year-olds right now. She's been running for 2 years. She'll be in the bracket of 8-year-olds for 3 years. Her name is Gabrielle, and she's a fantastic runner. Her brother is a 8-year-old. He's hoping to be our next national champion along with the rest of the kids. So we start early and get it done.
Wow, that is amazing. All right, so you've been running for 3 years. Have you been in the same category, the 100, 200? Have you been in those same, running in those same events?
Well, I've been in the 400 and 200 like for my entire track time.
Okay.
But I started doing the 100, but I wasn't that good at it, and then I started doing it this year, and I improved. So.
Okay. You would think, like me not knowing anything about this, you would think it'd be easier to run a 100. Is it a shorter distance? But
yes, ma'am.
What made it harder for you than running, say, the 2 or 4?
What made it harder was that when you hear the gun pow, you like have to get out and you just have to go as fast as you can. You can't you do gradually speed up, but
you really need to hit the ground running.
Exactly.
Okay, so no time to waste with the 100. All right, it's with the 2 and 4, you have a little more leeway, a little more time to kind of build up that momentum. Okay.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. All right. And for you, Mr. Jacob?
I've been on the team for about 5 months.
5 months?
Yeah, this is my first season starting out.
Okay.
The team.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. I'm going to let you finish talking about, what you do and what it's been like. So you're tuned in to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We're going to take a quick break, but please do not go anywhere. We'll be right back after these messages.
You're listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back.
What should you do if you want respectful kids? I'm Mark Merrill with today's Family Minute. There's no doubt about it. Everyone wants respectful kids, but more often than not, children's attitudes and behaviors are far from respectful. To combat this, here are 3 ways to train your children to be respectful. First, understand the problem. Focus on how your child treats you with their words and their attitude instead of getting sidetracked by the specific incident at hand. Second, come up with a plan. Instead of relying on your anger or hurt, allow reason and love to dictate your parenting. Finally, be patient. Patterns take time to change. Training your child to be respectful can be difficult, but it's always worth it. Remember, your family first.
Want to keep up with Mark off the air? You can. Follow him on Twitter. Twitter.com/Mark Merrill.
Family Minute is brought to you by the Gears Foundation, a nonprofit organization providing students with assistance in their academic and career pursuits. Gears Foundation on Facebook, Gears_Inc. on Instagram, and the Gears Foundation at gmail.com.
KLEK thanks CJ Pepper and the staff of Life Strategies Counseling Incorporated for helping people through hard times in life such as depression, family issues, stress, abuse, and more. They offer counseling and therapy for all ages, individuals, families, and groups. They are located at 1217 Stone Street. Phone number 1-866-972-1268 or online at lscihelp.com.
The Office of Diversity and Community Engagement at Arkansas State University, under the leadership of Dr. Maurice Gibson, is a proud supporter of KLEK and is dedicated to finding innovative ways to advance their mission of creating a diverse and inclusive environment, conducive to educating, enhancing, and enriching lives, uplifting various and diverse groups on the A-State campus, and striving to maintain Arkansas State University a place that is inclusive to all individuals, regardless of origin, color, religion, socioeconomic status, or sexual orientation. More information about the Arkansas State University Office of Diversity and Community Engagement is available at www.astate.edu/diversity and 870-972-3081.
Hello, I'm Officer Victoria Evans. I have always had a desire to help others in need and to be an example and role model to young women by encouraging them to never give up on their dreams. My dream was to become a police officer and to serve my community. In 2016, that dream became a reality, and it is the most rewarding experience of my life. Now I want to let you know about the same opportunity. The Jonesboro Police Department will conduct testing every month for patrol officers. Applications are available online at jonesboropolice.com or at the Police Department, 1001 South Caraway Work. The Jonesboro Police Department offers a competitive salary, health, and retirement benefits, top-of-the-line training, and most importantly, the chance to make a difference in the Jonesboro community. Join me in making Jonesboro a better place. The Jonesboro Police Department is an equal opportunity employer, and women and minorities are especially encouraged to apply. More information is available at 870-935-5657.
The Black Professionals Network of Jonesboro presents the Community Back to School Bash, Saturday, August 4th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Parker Park Community Center, 1506 North Church Street in Jonesboro. Backpacks and school supplies for kids K-12 will be distributed. There will also be lunch provided, health screenings, and vendor booths. More information, blackprofessionalsnetwork@gmail.com or www.bpnjonesboro.org.
We at KLEK would like to extend a sincere thank you to all of our underwriters and sponsors. If you would like to sponsor or underwrite our programming and help us to educate, entertain, and empower the community, our number is 870-203-9951. Our email address is klek1025fm@gmail.com. The website address is klekfm.org. Again, thank you for listening.
And now back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
All right, welcome back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. I'm your host, Quabila Jones, and my guests today are Coach Beth West, Coach Jerry Goodrich, and I have some of the team members from the Sonic Boom Track Club, Kaylee Barris, Jacob Austin, and Alexandria Washington, and I'm so happy to have them here. They've been sharing quite a bit of information about the Sonic Boom Track Club and their upcoming travels to, is it Iowa?
Iowa.
For the Junior Olympics. And I want to get back into talking with the kids some more concerning being on the team and, just some of their experiences. And we left off, Miss Kaylee shared her experience. She's been on the team for 3 years, and she shared, what it was like for her starting out and to now. And Jacob was going to get into how long have you been on the team, and have you always been doing what you're doing now?
Well, I've been on the team for about 5 months. I guess I've always been running as long as I can remember. Yeah.
Okay.
I've been running for a while. I participated a lot in school functions.
Okay.
But actually, in the 7th grade, I didn't make the track team.
Wow.
I didn't get to go to any of the meets because I wasn't fast enough. But look at me now.
All right. We're talking about persistence pays off. All right, Miss Alexandria, how long have you been on the team?
I've been on the track team for about 2 years now.
Okay, how old are you?
11.
11. I didn't ask you, Mr. Jacob, how old are you?
16.
16. Oh, you have to think about it. You act like he's my age. Okay. I had to think about my age. Okay, so Miss Alexandra, since you've been on the team, have you always been running or doing the...
Yes, I've always been running.
Okay, and then have you always been, you said you're in the 2 and the 400 meter? Is that where you started out as well?
Yes, that's where I started out.
All right. So with all of you all, have you do you set personal goals? Like Miss Coach Beth mentioned earlier, how you set personal best, and I'm sorry, what was the term that you used?
PR. Personal record.
Personal record. And so, do you set them for yourself, individually, and then try to beat them? You know, outside of what the team sets for you.
Well, I do set PRs for myself, but I try to beat them by myself, so I know I have to work hard for myself.
Okay.
And so no one else can beat that PR for me except myself. So.
Okay. All right, Mr. Jacob.
Well, I guess the PRs are kind of set in the meet, so how fast you run the PRs are times or heights. So it's like the fastest I've ever run this or the highest I've ever jumped this. I'm always trying to beat my personal records, but with the races that I run, it's kind of hard to do it without any person pushing you. So it's kind of hard to do it just running out by yourself because there's no one to push you to make you go forward. But coaches do a pretty good job of pushing you to go forward.
Okay. Do y'all ever get to watch videos or clips of past races and really analyze, where you could have done something different so that you try to do that the next time around?
Yes, we do that a lot. We watch ourselves to see if we improved a little in our races.
Okay.
One of the guys that commented on there, and we said that Mr. B, he takes pictures and videos of the meets, great pictures, and pictures don't lie. You know, a lot of times track. I mean, you think it's just about running, but it's a lot about form. It's a lot about form, not bouncing, not wasted energy, and that sort of thing. There's a lot that goes into it.
Okay.
Yes, natural speed will get you very far, but toning in on those little bitty things, the form, the non-head bobbing, the keeping tight, especially when you get tired. When you get tired at the end of the race, form goes, it really just goes way down, and the coaches and we'll be yelling at them, form, and you'll see them snap back into it and get that form back on, and it really helps for them to see those pictures, and because pictures don't lie, and we'll post some of those pictures and go, you were caught right here, look at this picture, look at this video, or the form in the start and everything. So those pictures and those videos do really help.
All right, so with you all that are here, I know Mr. Jacob, you've only been on the team for a while, but again, you're a little older and you have been running, through your school. Do you all find yourself reaching out to the little bitty ones? I say little ones, the ones that are under 10, and mentoring them and helping them with their form and helping them with their, training with the stretching and the muscle. Do you try to help them really understand what running and being on the track team is all about?
I try to. There's this.
I try.
There's this. I guess this is one. I think he's 8, but his name is Kyrie, and he kind of runs with me.
Okay.
Because he runs the sprints, and then one day when we were running our big mile loop, and I'm a big distance runner. I'm not very fast, so I run long, and he kept up with me for the whole mile, and then ever since then I kind of run the long distances with him, and I requested that coach put him in the 800 or the mile, and then he went and qualified for both.
That is really awesome. All right, so I'm sure the little ones look up to you all, and hopefully they're learning a lot from you, and it's going to push them to be even better as they get older, and then they can reach back in, the mentoring cycle continues. Let's talk about other team members and, highlight what some of the other ones are doing, and then talk about the ones that are going to the Junior Olympics.
Coach Beth got the list there.
I do have a list. We have several, and we've got sprinters and we've got distance runners that are going to be represented, that are representing our club and the Northeast Arkansas, and we have short distances and long distances, and 8 from 8 to 18.
Okay.
So going, and I can tell you names.
Okay.
Or if you want me to tell you names and different qualifying events, or
That's
how do you
fine.
want me to do
We
it?
would love the community to know who was representing us.
And this is what we were talking about, nicknames
Okay.
earlier. So half of these kids, I have never even heard their real names.
Okay.
So because Coach gives them all a nickname. For example, what's your nickname? Do you have a nickname?
He calls me Kate.
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 Okay.
Okay.
We've got Kate. We've got
Alex.
Alex. Well, you just.
Yeah.
We don't have. Y'all don't have nicknames. This is Tarzan.
Tarzan.
Where'd that come from? I'm not real sure. But so we've got Tarzan. We've
He
got.
loves jumping those steeples, and sometimes he'll jump in that water on purpose.
Yeah, he thinks he jumps in on purpose. So he got, and several people were calling him Michael Phelps after one of them. He did go swimming. But anyway. So we have, I can't remember how do you, is that Kylan?
Colin Anderson.
No, that's Kylan Anderson. The first one, I can't remember how to pronounce his name. So Kylan, he is 17, I believe, and he lives in
West
Helena.
And he's our distance runner.
And he is a distance runner. He's also on that 4x8 team. He's going to be running the 3,000, and he's going to be running the 1,500, which is just under a mile.
Okay.
So he qualified in all three of those events. So some kids qualified in 3 events, and some kids qualified in 1 event, but either way, it's just a big deal to get there. We've got Philip Anderson. He's another older, a senior boomer, as we like to call him. He qualified in the 400, the 800, and he's also on that 4x8 relay.
Okay. And that 4x8, I want everybody to keep an eye on that, because we're looking to bring back a national champion in that 4x8.
Yeah.
Alrighty then.
That 4x8 team, we've got some fast 800 runners. That half mile, we've got 4 boys that are hugging that 2-minute mark in a half mile. That's a half mile in 2 minutes, people. That's pretty darn fast. And to have 4 kids on the same team that can handle that, I mean, that's pretty good.
Can I ask you, when it comes to relay, how do you organize which runners in what place? Or do you put your fastest in the first or the last, like in the mid, like how do you organize?
Yes, there is some strategy to doing that. You want to talk about it? Or
Yes, it all depends on that runner and your relay team.
Okay.
Basically on the 4x8, we have our media runners in the middle, but all 4 of these guys are terrific.
Okay.
I mean, you can put either one in any position, and they're going to get there. They won't have a choice. They'll do it.
Okay.
In that 4x8 relay, the start is a big deal. Because
Okay.
it's a distance race, and you can come into the center, and that start is very important. So you
Okay.
want to put a speed demon out there that can get around and get in that position so you don't get blocked in.
Okay.
Because on that 4x8 relays, everybody's trying to get into the first lane as fast as you can. Because if not, you're running a longer race than everybody else. If you get kicked out or you get boxed in, then you can't. You got to go around them and that kind of stuff. So you got to put somebody in there that can get out and pass some people and get you in that position to where you're not boxed in, so your other guys can do their work too.
All right. We have a Facebook comment. We want to say good morning to Keontae Barris. And Brother Bernard Cox says, pretty Ricky Moffitt. Yeah. Oh, that's his grandson.
Yes.
Pretty Ricky.
And they favor so much. I could totally see Pretty Ricky and his grandpa.
All right. So, who are some of the other members that? I'm sorry, I cut you off at the relay race.
That's okay. We've got one. We've got a turbo javelin, which is the javelin that we were talking about. That we've got.
It's Little Mama.
Is that Little Mama? Okay. See, I'm telling you, I didn't know.
That's Kanaya Anderson.
Kanaya.
Yeah.
See, I've never heard her real name. It's Little Mama. We call her Little Mama, and she's 9 years old. She's going in the turbo javelin and the shot put.
9 years old.
9 years old, and so she's going in both of those events. We've got Caleb Augustus.
Right, that's our 11-year-old shot putter. And Caleb has thrown over 30 foot, and 30 foot will get you 10th or 11th position in national. And this is his first year, and he's doing extremely, extremely well.
About how much does that ball weigh?
He's thrown to 6 pounds.
Okay.
6 pound ball.
It depends on how old you are, how
It
much it
varies.
weighs. It's going to vary. It's going to get heavier as you get older.
And so some people think, oh, it's just, it takes a lot of
Technique.
It
to
does.
throw that ball.
It is. You put the ball. You don't throw the ball.
Oh.
You will hurt your shoulder if you try to throw that.
Oh, okay. So there's a certain. See here again. The little shows how little I know about me. I would just probably
Yeah.
throw it like a baseball.
If you use that body weight and you
Okay.
push it forward as opposed to throwing it. If you throw it like you would throw a baseball, you're going to throw your shoulder out.
Okay, so that's why I never played sports. All right. What's next?
We have another turbo javelin. Happens to be near and dear to my heart. It's my other son. Cody Austin is going to go turbo javelin. He just joined the team probably a couple of months ago.
Right, just started.
His brother was running, and he was like, "I'm going to all these meets. Can I run too?"
Okay,
So we put him into some stuff, and so
Found something he could do very well.
And so he just came out of nowhere and qualified for that turbo javelin, and it is a javelin. We're trying to train them to throw the real javelin, and so it is a plastic, not going to hurt anybody kind of javelin. Looks like a large yard dart is what it looks like, and but they do throw that, and I think it's 400 grams, so whatever that translates to in pounds. Do the conversion real quick in your head. So you can Google that. But he's going in that. Jacob is going in the steeplechase and the 4x8. He's on that 4x8 team. Tarzan. And that's Kaylee here, right? Kate. She's going in the 100-meter dash. We've got Corian
Bullet.
He's going in the 400, and they qualified in the 4x1. We had an 8 and under relay qualify in the 4x100 meter relay. That was a great race too to watch. They came from behind. We had it's a bunch of young kids, They headed off that baton and came around that quarter and snagged that qualification spot. So that was a fun race to watch. We've got Jaquise. He was also qualified on that 4x1 team. Carson Cone, he qualified on that 4x8 older team. Carson's he goes to Tech in Paragould, so I'm just trying to show you how we've got West Helena, we've got Tech, and we've got some local schools as well. Nathan Coombe, or is it Coombe? Combe. He qualified in pole vault, and he also qualified in that decathlon. Like I was telling you about that where you compete for points in 10 different events.
Okay.
So he qualified in that. He is 14.
And he's from Bald Knob.
And he's from Bald Knob. So that just tells you how we're getting several different people.
Now, how do you conduct practices with?
Well, what we do with Nate, we send him his practices, and we require him to come see us maybe once or twice a week. We realize that traveling is there.
Okay.
But we send him his workout. He's very strategic and doing exactly what we asked him to do, and that's how he was able to qualify and be the man he is today.
Yeah. All right. Now, what about like the one in West Helena? Like, do you have someone video them so that you make sure they're doing, or so that you can just kind of see where they may need some work?
He has a mentor there, Mr. B, as we've been talking about, and he mentor Colin and watch and make sure he does everything they need to do. But Colin is a young man that he don't need much effort. He'll do what he got to do on his own.
Right.
And he's a real good kid.
We've been at the end of practice sometimes, and you'll be like, "You just ran another one?" He said, "I had more in me, Coach. I had more in me." He's just one of those. We've got Zion. He also qualified in that 4x100 relay, and he was the one that I was talking about. He took that baton and
brought it home.
I mean, I think he was like the third leg, but he got him into that spot to where the last runner could bring it home. We've got William McKinney. That's popcorn.
Okay.
So he's my jumper. So he's a high jumper, and he's jumping around 6 foot.
Now, high jump is when they jump in the dirt. Is that the high jump?
No, that's the long jump.
That's
the high jump is when you have a pit that hopefully you hit, It's a soft mat.
Okay.
And you go over it backwards. So you run at it and you jump and do the Fosbury flop and land on the pit.
Okay.
So and it's a soft mat pit.
Now, with the height, like I've seen, because I have a really great friend, her daughter does the high jump, and so is it based on their height, how high the bar is, or like is there a regulation standard?
No, it just depends. They'll start the height and they'll go as high as you can go. Your height does not matter.
Okay.
No, your age. You're going to compete against your people in your age group, but no, you can be a lucky one and be 6'4" and 12 years old and be able to step over a bar, that kind of stuff. But no, your height does not matter at all. And there are some people that defy some odds that you see them short and they can flat out jump.
Now, how are the points awarded? Is it based on the height you get from the bar or your form?
It's a clear the bar or don't clear the bar.
Okay.
You get 3 chances to clear the bar. And there are some things that you have to do. You have to jump off 1 foot, but a lot of it's pretty much anything goes. You can touch the bar. I've seen the bar pop off and land back and stay up, and it still counts. It counts.
Okay.
You could barely graze the bar and it falls down. That's it. If the bar falls, you get 3 chances, and if you don't clear it in those 3 chances, then you're out.
Oh wow. Okay.
So, and as the bar gets higher, the person that jumped the highest wins. If there's a tie, then you go back to the previous jump. There's some strategy there is to see if you cleared it first and that kind of stuff. But we do have a high jumper going to represent the area. We've got Ricky. That's Pretty Ricky.
That's Pretty Ricky.
Pretty Ricky. And we've got him, and he qualified in the 400 and the 800. And then we've got Kyrie, which was the young man that Jacob just talked about running. He was running some shorter distances at the beginning of the year, and Jacob said, "Hey,
okay,
he's a distance runner," and he wound up qualifying in that 800 meter, that 800 meter run, and then he's also on that 4x1, the 800 4x1 relay. And it's been fun. Those kids, they absolutely look up to the older kids and cheer for them and all of that. But those are our qualifiers. We have a lot of other kids that are great. And like I said, you went to districts and you went to regionals, and it was some tough competition to qualify, and we have some great athletes that just missed the mark. But anyways, we're hoping it's going to drive them forward for next year.
All right, we're going to take another quick break. I want to say good morning to Brenda Taylor. She says, "Hey, Goodrich, and go Sonic Boom." All right, so thank you all for tuning in and watching. We're going to take another break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after these announcements.
You're listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back.
We're back with Money Matters. I'm Alfred Edmond Jr. One of the most common reasons the finances of some people are constantly out of whack is the inability to consistently place needs ahead of wants. You know the type, the woman with the closet full of designer shoes who is always behind on her rent, or the guy with the tricked out luxury car who can barely afford to keep gas in the tank. If this is you, you may think you're fly, but you're just all wrong. Food, water, and shelter, including heat, electricity, and running water, are necessities. Saturday nights at the club and trips to the nail salon are luxuries, as are gourmet coffee and eating lunches and dinners out several nights a week. Transportation to work, school, or medical treatment are necessities. Transportation anywhere else is a luxury. There's nothing wrong with meeting your needs and enjoying a few wants. But if you have to choose, it's critical to your financial health to have your priorities in order. I'm Alfred Edmond Jr. for Money Matters at AURN.com.
Money Matters is made possible by the Jonesboro Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, a nonprofit organization dedicated to uncompromising commitment to communities, service, leadership, empowerment. www.jonesboroalumnidst.org.
Money Matters is brought to you by the Gears Foundation, a nonprofit organization providing students with assistance in their academic and career pursuits. Gears Foundation on Facebook, Gears_Inc. on Instagram, and the Gears Foundation at gmail.com.
Money Matters is brought to you by Bancorp South, offering checking, savings, loans, credit cards, and wealth management. 5 locations in Jonesboro to serve you. www.bancorpsouth.com or 870-972-9800.
KLEK is conducting a listener survey that will allow for you to give feedback on the station. The information from responses to the survey will allow us to make KLEK a better radio station for you. The survey is on our website, www.klekfm.org, or if you need a paper copy, you can call the station on our business line, 870-203-9915. We ask that as many listeners as possible fill out the survey so that we may have the best possible feedback to continue to educate, entertain, and empower you and be your radio station. As a token of our appreciation, one lucky person who completes the survey will win $102.50. You must submit your email on the survey in order to qualify to win. The winner will be drawn August 1st. Also, each week in July, a winner will be drawn to win his or her choice of a KLEK coffee mug or hat. Again, the KLEK listener survey is on our website, www.klekfm.org. KLEK thanks everyone for their support.
The IHS BTW Reunion of Classes is July 13th through 15th, 2018, and features a variety of activities for the entire family, such as a golf tournament, banquet, luau party, semi-formal dance, memorial service, movies, games, skating, and more. The IHS BTW scholarship recipients will also be announced. Ticket and other information for the reunion events is available via Norma Farrell, 870-316-3746, or Jan Strong, 501-762-7860.
The Mu Omicron Lambda chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated was established on January 1st, 1977, originally serving Blytheville, Arkansas, and now serving Jonesboro, Blytheville, Osceola, Marion, and West Memphis, Arkansas. Today, the chapter continues to make an impact by focusing on Alpha's national community outreach initiatives such as My Brother's Keeper, A Voteless People is a Hopeless People, Go to High School, Go to College, Project Alpha, Boy Scouts, and the March of Dimes. The Mu Omicron Lambda chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated is committed to Alpha's mission of developing leaders, promoting brotherhood and academic excellence, while providing service and advocacy to the community. More information about the Mu Omicron Lambda chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated is available at MOL Alphas on Facebook or via email at molalphas@gmail.com.
The McDaniel Law Firm, 400 South Main Street in Jonesboro, is a firm believer in justice and equality for the minority community. The McDaniel Law Firm has fought for our rights for over 44 years. The McDaniel Law Firm offers legal help for wrongful death as well as trucking and automobile accidents. Bobby and Brett McDaniel are available for a free consultation at 870-336-4747 or at www.mcdaniellawyers.com.
The Epic Center, located at 1899 Hasbrook Road, County Road 333, is Jonesboro's newest venue for entertainment for the entire family. They offer an auditorium with theater-style seating for up to 1,100 guests, a large stage, professional lighting and sound, dressing rooms, concessions, and more. Available for weddings, concerts, pageants, birthday parties, showers, and more. Booking and other information is available at Epic Center Jonesboro on Facebook, epiccenterjonesboro.com, and at 870-530-5841.
Did you know that KLEK 102.5 FM is a nonprofit organization? Did you know that you can donate to KLEK 102.5 FM and your donation is tax deductible? Donations to nonprofit organizations such as KLEK can reduce the amount of taxes you may owe the IRS or increase the amount of any potential tax refund. Support your KLEK today. You can donate by calling 870-277-1080, visiting our studio at 1411 Franklin Street in Jonesboro, or on our website www.klekfm.org. We at KLEK 102.5 FM are blessed and grateful for your support.
Meineke of Jonesboro is now Starks Auto Service, a full-service auto repair and vehicle maintenance center offering engine and transmission repair, brake service, tires, oil changes, and more, performed by ASE certified mechanics. Starks Auto Service, 2813 South Caraway Road in Jonesboro, 870-204-7112. Starks Auto Service, Jonesboro.com.
And now back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
All right, welcome back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. During this wrap-up segment, I'm going to let Coach Beth and Coach Jerry finish giving some information that we may not have covered, remind you again of upcoming events, fundraisers, and whatever else they have to say. So take it away, you all.
All right. I did leave off. I didn't realize there was a second page to the qualifiers. Okay. So I do have three more kids that I left off. So I've got Kylan. He's 8 and under. And one great thing about this is he is undefeated this year. Undefeated in the 400. Wow. And he qualified in the 400 and the 200.
And 200.
And so 1, 2, and 4. But he is undefeated at the 400 spot for 8 and unders. I've got Alex. She's sitting in here. She didn't hear the break. She was like, "There's another page." So Alex, she is going to the Junior Olympics in the 100 and the 200, and then we've got Torrance Tuberville. Tuberville. Okay. Torrance is going in the long jump, and this year he won Meet of Champs for high school. So he went and won Meet of Champs. He's the best in the state. So he won that Meet of Champs for the entire state of Arkansas. So
wow,
we expect some big things from those people that I left off that list right there.
Well, do you all have any tryouts, any openings coming up? Open tryouts coming up soon?
What do? We usually start in the mid-December or early January, and you will be able to get your application and look at it online to see what we're doing and going. And anyone who's interested in running, it don't even matter what age. We start early. We get with the coaches, and we'll be more than happy to help you guys out.
Again, that's www.arsonicboom.com to get your application in. And to even check out the team and see what they're doing, their schedule and everything is on their website. And you're also on Facebook as well.
Yes, we're on Facebook. We would love for you to follow us on Facebook. You can keep up with what we're doing on there, where we're fundraising. Also, as we compete at the Junior Olympics, we will be putting some of the results on there. We put some pictures up there that you can see as well. But yes, follow us on Facebook and see how we represent this area.
All right,
and just to reiterate to all our junior boomers and senior boomers, we appreciate everything everybody's done this year, all the coaching staff. We realize some of it's a little hard and everything, but we appreciate you guys putting it in for us. And on that last note, who are we?
Sonic Boom!
You can be good,
or you can be great.
All right. Yeah, well, thank you all so much for joining us today. I really appreciate you all for coming by. Community, let's go out and support their fundraiser tomorrow, 10 to 2, First Community Bank. You get a plate for $10. You get your car wash, and you get to meet these awesome children. So please go out and support their efforts. They're getting ready to go to Des Moines, Iowa for the Junior Olympics. Let's support these kids and all their hard work, because they could be doing something else or get in trouble, and they choose to do this instead. So shout out to all the coaches and the parents that help support you all as well. Thank you, babies, for joining me today, and thanks for talking and sharing your experience of being on the team. All right, this is your Friday the 13th edition of Community Conversations. Thank you all for joining in. We'll see you back on Monday. Have a great weekend.
Thank you for listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of KLEK